earbuds. Also, no littering, which includes your bottle. So either get rid of the bottle you don't want or do the entire race with it. Remember, riders, stay off the paint. Stay out of the cracks. Those are fights you cannot win. And keep your hands to yourself. Oh, actually, I was able to take it. I don't want to get I've never raced. Also, riders, don't do anything stupid. Are there any questions? No, I don't. I ran into the court. I'm not in town.
Just let you know, they won't be able to score you because they can't see your number. You see 7-9 on
Your family's reliable.
Is that my bike creaking so much?
All right, riders. We want you to ride fast. We want you to ride smart. We want you to ride safe. On the whistle.
All right, big crowd. Lots of action. We had great audio there from Carl and the crew. So driveway 2-3. Oh, there's our Cat 2 State Texas champion, David Wild, number 169 in the red and black. He's gonna have to wear that jersey next time we do one of these Cat 2 races. All right, so what is this? Speed loop. So we're in speed loop. This is the third race of the mini series, the 6-week series. I'm in like fourth, something like that, ahead of this race. Maybe third, fourth, something like that. I think the leader is Evan from Moon Tower. And then we have Grant Shackelford has been up there, but he wasn't here today. And then we've got David Wild has been consistent, so I think he's up there as well. But I think heading into this race, the top guy only had 30 points or so. I have maybe 20 something, low 20s. So you get 20 points for a win. So I mean, there's a lot to play for. Beautiful weather, 64 degrees in Austin, nothing to worry about there. And in fact, this is my first race of the day at 5:30 p.m. The Cat 2-3. After this race is a Masters race around 6:15. Goes for about 40 minutes. And then after that is the P1-2 race. It starts around 7. Will I do all three? Maybe. We'll see. Could I do all three? Could I do all three and actually finish all three? Uh-oh, David Wild. In the red black there. Let's see what he says. Coming back. That was a good bounce. So once again, just like Guess what? I know who rubbed on the tire. Should I reveal? I found out after the race. So he thought he was flatting or there was a leak in his tire, but it was because going around the hairpin, let me just put it this way, a certain Night Owls rider, one of the guys who likes to, get involved with the sprints, I won't say too much, but he actually rubbed his front tire against David's back tire. So that's what happened there. And then once again, they're asking me if the tire's flat. And I'm telling you guys, do not ask me if your tires are flat, if your gear ratios are out of sync or something, if your chain is looking good or bad. I have no idea. I will give you the layman's answer. So word of warning. So anyway, this is speed loop. The only feature on this course is this hairpin turn where we're going up the corkscrew and turning to the right. I remember the first time I did speed loop, and I kind of felt like I could not figure out that turn. I was using a lot of energy going up that turn. I was just like, and even now, I'm not sure I do it correctly. But the thing I realized is that you can actually pedal up and through that turn because I don't know, just the nature of the road, the slant of the road kind of moves away from you so fast. So it feels like that you shouldn't be able to pedal through that turn at all, but you actually can for the most part in like surprising ways. So I actually like to take the outside route if I can, build up a little momentum on the outside line, and then just you don't have to, because it's shallower, it's not as steep. Let's see if I do it this time around, but you can really just kind of cruise up and around the outside. And but for me, like, if I do it well, maybe not even touching 600 watts. But even if you end up on the inside line or whatever, like, just, it's a 5 to 10 second max. I mean 10 seconds is the maximum length of effort you're going to need. You do have to stay on the power a little bit longer than just up on the hill because you've got to re-accelerate. This is a pretty big field today. At least I thought. Got some women in the field. Got this racer in the kind of yellow tan on the left in front of me. It's interesting. I didn't really expect to. Well, no, I guess maybe Monica's been in the two. Here we go, up and around the outside. Get a little momentum going. Perfect. Didn't even hit 600 watts. It's very easy to spike the 7, 8, 900 if you feel like you're not, you're losing kind of the speed of the field. So the plan today, what's the plan? The plan today is actually I did have a plan. So I was talking to my coach. Shout out Zach Nair Coaching, Coach Zach Nair, Zach Nair Cycling, ZNC Coaching. He and I were kind of talking, and we're texting, and we were kind of saying, well, looking for a breakaway, you can always do that, but what if you were more patient and tried to be a little more patient in some of these races? In two ways. One, not always going for the first move that goes, but then the second part would be, this is a 45-minute race. What if you waited 30 minutes? What if you waited 40 minutes to attack and really try to put together a move that was, 10 minutes long, 5 minutes long, 3 minutes long, 1 minute. So anyway, that was kind of in the back of my head today. Was to try to be very patient, and this is a good course for it because, well, obviously, like I said, this is really, this being the only feature. Oh, I love this outside line. Look at this thing. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, but then I spike it. Anyway. What was I saying? So, yeah, speed loop. You just have so much time to recover. I mean, from anything you're doing. So you have obviously, you just have that one hairpin, and then coming down the hill, as long as you're attached, and as long as the field isn't truly moving and attacking, and even if the field is super attacking, as long as you're on somebody's wheel, you're going to be probably okay. And then, it's just very hard to get dropped on this flat section all the way around here. Although people are pushing on the front now. So typically this speed loop ends up in a sprint. Although, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I have at least one other video to upload, and maybe two. Depends on how many races I did. Pretty good speed here on the backstretch, though. 32, 33. Or do we call this the front stretch? This might be the front stretch. It's got the start-finish line. Yeah, somebody's really moving up there. All the usual teams are here. Although, you know what? Who are these Pegasus guys? I think this is a... Is there like a Pegasus team? What is that? Look up my master sheet here. Alright, so 2 Valley Crown. There's Leo, Michael, the purple there. To my right. There's Moon Tower, kind of in the orange, white, aqua. I think that's Evan in 217. 257, who's this? We're having new people come in because they're not on my master sheet. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I did tell myself, if you can catch a ride, if you notice somebody is moving up the field quickly, and looks like they might want to attack, let's try to jump on trains like that. Yeah, so this 122, I think it was his team that I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, he's not on the master sheet. But I noticed a number of those kits today. The same one's 122, or it might not be his, but there was like a whitish kit that I didn't recognize. That there were like 3 or 4. Not 3 or 4 of them. little field split up there. Oh wait, maybe just a little breakaway attempt. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go. See, the old me would have just gone accelerated right past these guys. The new me, sneakier. I saw, I see Ben up there, Ben Soder up there in the Night Owls jersey, in the blue. He's pulling this back, so let's let him do it. He's a big powerhouse. You can't even get on his wheel. Okay, here we are. Oh yeah, my guy comes through hard. Yeah, Pegasus guy in front of me. He's making me do 800 watts. And am I gonna attack? No. Old me would have attacked. New me? I'll just take this seat right here. Nice slow. Alright, now I can take my favorite outside line. There goes Travis in the black. Nice and easy on the outside. Matt Gundo. Wait, no. 137? Yeah. Watch out for Matt later in the race. You know, honestly, this race was probably the least exciting race that I've done so far this year at Breakaway, out of all the categories and groups and courses. It really was. It was like, part of it was, I mean, a lot of it's just the course itself, speed loop, but tactically I was not lighting anything on fire either, for sure. So, I mean, people are always attacking, like you see another one go now, but just not too much. I mean, really, and whenever you sit in the back here of this group, you realize how hard it is for an attacking group to get away. Because it was not hard to sit back here and just pick your lines, stay connected to the group. Now, of course, this is the 2-3 race and not the P1-2, which is a different animal. I think we only averaged in this race, was it? I guess it was maybe almost 27. Yeah, so it looks like it was about 27. Maybe 26.9, 27 miles per hour. So, yeah, I mean, but for me, my average power was 267, which is very, very low for me. at a driveway event. So alright. So we're 20 minutes into the race. Not much is happening. I will leave you to it. I'll come back whenever there's some more excitement. Alright, starting to move up here a little bit. The race has been fast. There have been a few attacks the last lap or two. We are 33 minutes into the race or so. So I'm looking down at my computer. It seems like 10 minutes or so left. Haven't really been in a move all race. Let's go. That was a big kick for me. That's probably a bigger kick than almost any kick that I've had so far this year. Going up over 1,300 watts. That's probably more than I wanted or needed to do there to get that gap. I was a little bit too excited from saving my energy most of the race. So this is now I'm looking at, so this stack, if you saw on the left side there, the digital lap marker, we have 5 to go, which on this course is about 10 minutes. So I have a gap here that, let's see if we can hold for 10 minutes. I don't know. I'm not. I'm feeling good, or I was feeling good before I made that move. But generally, the legs are good today. Stay low, Dave. Stay low. You know, Driveway has these little ups and downs. They're small, you know, with, gradients of 1% or 2%. But if you kind of know where theirs are, which I'm not sure that I do quite yet, you can modulate your effort a little bit. So here, coming around this corner, when you're going in this direction, you do get a little downhill to try to pick your speed up. Like here. And then, obviously, you want to try to hold that. So, yeah, I was looking back at every so often here. And I had, I'd say it was more than 5 seconds. And maybe, you know, at this point, maybe it's 10 seconds. You can see over to the right, though, the field is already through the start-finish line whenever I'm up on that hill. So they're not, like, the whole field is already through. So they're not that far behind me, but they're not on the way. So, yeah, getting back to this attack, I probably overcooked this thing in the first minute, for sure. I didn't need to go quite that hard because I started to feel it more than I expected. Right about here, I would say. I think I just looked back. Yeah, there's a look back. You can see the shadow. Sure, they're only, 5 seconds behind or so. So So I'm trying to settle into something that's a little bit more sustainable from a wattage perspective. And here comes Travis. Travis bridged by himself. Thank God. Travis has been a good breakaway mate of mine in other races. Check out the channel. So this is great. Good recovery here. Three to go. But I think we are officially caught. Looks like Brian from Moon Tower on the front there, helping the chase.
Hey, thanks.
That move was doomed to fail. It was for two reasons. The first reason is it was too far out and it was too much power to hold for too long. Just overall, you know, it's a 10-minute effort out on this course solo. I think that was a little bit biting off a little bit more than I could chew. And the other thing was, you know, in hindsight, the initial burst.
Breakaway. Oh yeah. I was putting in a lot in that move. I was getting like 5 seconds.
That's me talking to Kuya. But yeah, like I said, spiking that wattage so early in the move, and I think that 1 minute power at the beginning of the move was over 600 watts, which is too much, I think, to then sustain into a 10-minute effort. I think I just put myself into too much, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I think even if I perfectly executed however many watts I wanted to spend there, it was not going to work out against this. This is a strong group of riders. It was a big group, it was a strong group. So now we're 2 to go. And I haven't given up hope. I am slowly recovering. There's a gambler's preem. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's whenever they give a preem for the second to last lap of the race. So if you're interested in, it can really work out for you if you do a tack with 2 laps left and you get a gap and then you win the race too. But usually that doesn't happen. .235. We got Isaac to the right there, short shot. We got Travis in the black. 120 up there. It's just Michael and Violet Crown on the left in the purple. Oh, who's 203? Oh, Ben Weatherly. Yeah, he's the guy he had like a navy blue jersey on last week. So to me, even though I'm not a sprinter, I would just say from a sprinting tactics standpoint, in my opinion, you can actually be, at this point with a lap and a half left, I think you can still be in the back. I think there are plenty of places to kind of move up. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I suppose it's not like that every race at Driveway, for sure, and certainly for maybe not in different fields, but... And I guess also the way this developed, it was not super fast here, so there was no reason to feel like you needed to follow somebody into a better position. So here we are, last lap. What are you going to do, Dave? Take that outside line. Ooh, that's pretty far outside, though. Not a great line there. So if I could find a night owl, that might be good. Ben or Matt. If I could find a moon tower guy, that would probably work too. Although, I'm still too scared to really mix it up in the actual sprint. That's what I'm thinking here. But I've got some legs still. And I wouldn't mind, like, if it were to some reason slow down, like as we come around this bend, this is still a, I don't know if it's a 40-second effort or something to the line. Just be a nice, long, hard effort to try to do something. But look how spread they are across the road. There's actually, it's hard to even find anywhere to go. And actually, yeah, I guess I did try to find a little seam there, but got blocked and had to put on the brakes. And then I guess I re-accelerated. Yeah, I was kind of testing to see, what is it actually like if you just sort of try to hang out up here in this sprint situation. So yeah, I got a nice sprint here. Who's on the front? I think it's Matt from the Night Owls. Man, I think he was out there in front. Very impressive. I think he went early. Nobody could get around him. Great sprint, Matt. That was good. I didn't realize how far he took that out, and he just held it. So yeah, Matt was first. Second place, I think somebody from Violet Crown. Ethan Houston was third. Kevin Koth, I don't know who you are. You're second. Congratulations, guys. And we'll get the Masters race up here next.